Once upon a time, in a small, bustling town, lived a girl named Lily. Lily was a bright and imaginative child, often found humming tunes or creating little melodies on a small, worn toy piano her grandmother had given her. She spent her days exploring the sounds of nature and composing imaginary concertos in her head. School was a place she loved, especially art and music class, where her creativity soared. However, one subject posed a significant challenge: reading aloud. Words often jumbled in her mind, making her stumble, mispronounce, or lose her place when asked to read in front of the class. Her family, though immensely proud of her innate musical talent and cheerful spirit, couldn't help but worry about her struggles with literacy. One sunny afternoon, her kind teacher, Ms. Clara, announced an activity. Today, we'll write a short poem about what makes us feel most joyful. This was a delightful task for Lily, who loved expressing herself through words and rhythm. She meticulously chose each word, imagining its sound and feel, much like composing a song. While many children wrote simple rhymes about toys or pets, Lily crafted a beautiful, evocative piece about the symphony of a morning garden, complete with vibrant imagery and deep emotion. When Ms. Clara reviewed Lily's work, she paused at Lily's work, a gentle smile gracing her lips. "Lily," she praised, "this is truly a masterpiece." Seeing those words of encouragement, Lily's heart swelled with pride, a stark contrast to the anxiety she felt during reading exercises. Later that week, during language arts, Ms. Clara was teaching about descriptive language. She held up a large, vivid picture of a breathtaking crimson sunset reflecting over a serene, glassy lake, painting the sky in fiery hues and the water in tranquil blues. "Children, if you were to describe this beautiful scene in just one word, what would it be?" Hands shot up eagerly around the room. "Red!" exclaimed one boy. "Beautiful!" offered another. "Peaceful!" said a third, his voice soft. When it was Lily's turn, she took a moment, her eyes scanning the picture as if listening to it. Then, with a confident smile that belied her usual shyness in language class, she declared, "Harmony, Miss Clara." Miss Clara was initially taken aback. She furrowed her brow slightly. "Harmony, Lily, that's certainly an interesting choice. But how does harmony describe a sunset?" Lily, however, remained firm in her response, her voice soft but clear. "But Miss Clara," she explained, her gaze still fixed on the blending colors, "when I see the deep red and fiery orange melting into the soft blue of the sky, and how the calm water perfectly reflects it all, it feels like all the colors and quietness are not just together, but they're blending, singing together in perfect harmony, like a beautiful, grand musical chord. It's a harmony of sight and feeling." Miss Clara looked at the picture again, then at Lily, truly seeing the scene through the girl's eyes for the first time. A wave of profound understanding washed over her. Lily wasn't wrong. She had simply described the scene with the rich sensory vocabulary of her own world, a world steeped in music, rhythm, and profound feeling, offering a unique, beautiful, and entirely valid perspective on something as simple as a sunset. My friends, this same lesson resonates profoundly in our own lives. Often we perceive our truth as the only truth, convinced that any differing opinion must inherently be flawed or wrong. Yet another person's unique perspective might not be incorrect at all. It might simply stem from a different context, experience, or way of understanding the world. Just as a mathematical sum of 10 can be achieved through 5 plus 5, it can also beautifully emerge from 6 plus 4 or 3 plus 7. In this vast world, there are countless paths, reasons, and viewpoints. So before rushing to judgment or dismissing someone else's words, take a moment to truly listen and understand their perspective. It might just open your mind to a whole new dimension of understanding and enrich your own learning immeasurably.